Get a YouTube, type in Crazy in Love by Beyonce. However many views that has, I was half of them. As a suburban white kid from southeast Missouri, when that dropped, and it was just...
That was a good song. I mean, that was a great song.
The last song I would have ever thought of.
Black Charles, you want to plug your social media and whatnot?
What's going on? It's Black Charles. You can find me on all social media platforms at Get These Jokes.
And Sam?
You can find me on Instagram at _SamVining_.
Nice. And the reason that we're doing our episode today is we have a show together, right?
We do.
Yes.
Sam, you want to tell everybody at home a little bit about it?
Yeah, the show's going to be at Mack's Bar and Grill in the Bolivar neighborhood, 5513 Pershing Avenue. Got you two, and then the almighty Teal Pierce will be headlining.
Nice. Yeah. Speedy recovery to Teal. I'm sure by the time the show comes around, he'll be up and feeling better.
No.
But, yeah, he had a slight fall, but he'll be back on his feet just in time for the show. Yeah, Charles, I think this is your first time ever doing it, right?
It is. This is.
Yeah. So the whole idea behind the podcast is anytime anybody says something's the best, it's just their opinion. There's no way to prove it, right or wrong. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions with the best in it, and maybe we agree, maybe we don't. That usually makes it a little bit more fun when we don't agree.
All right,
so,
cool.
First question, a good starter question off the bat is best flavor of Gatorade.
Best flavor of Gatorade? It's a toss-up for me. It's the blue or the purple.
Yep. All right. Hold on, Sam. Before I reply, Sam, what's your favorite?
I think the orange. That's a white man's go-to.
Okay.
Fucking trash. It's so trash.
So what I have learned from doing this is that anytime someone says the name of the actual flavor, you're a cop.
You're a cop.
You're a cop.
Facts.
If you said Glacier Freeze, cop. Like, I've asked people that before, and I put out a clip about it, and people on social media, all of the comments were like, narc, 5-0, snitch, cop, fed, like everything. Yeah, so, Sam, you found the one loophole.
Where it's the color and also the flavor.
The color is the flavor.
But it's not at the same time. Like, that shit don't taste like orange. Why do...
No, it doesn't. They missed it. That's like banana flavored. Like, have you ever had banana flavored anything? And it's like, have you ever had a fucking banana before?
Yeah. They just can't recreate it in, like, drinks or food, I feel like.
No.
Not at all.
I don't know. I think, all right, here's a hot take.
Hold on, we didn't get yours.
Oh, it's blue. 100% blue.
See,
yeah,
I trust people that go with the blue.
Blue's my number
orange?
2.
I don't know. That orange.
People always say, like, well, what if you want this color blue instead of this color blue? Light blue, dark blue, blue. Like, that's all you have to say. It's just blue. You know? If you want to get specific, light blue, dark blue. But
if you want to get specific, you're a cop.
Yeah.
And why are you getting specific?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't trust me to pick out a blue flavor? Like, I don't know. But what was I going to say? I think, okay, so hot take. I think banana, 90% of it is texture. You know what I mean?
When you eat a banana, like an actual banana?
Yeah, when you eat it, actually, like, the thing that's enjoyable about it is that it's, like, it's I don't know, the texture.
It's a little sus.
I'm gonna go with a hard pause on that. I like bananas though. Like, I love bananas, so like I could understand that, but I never thought about it in that.
I was trying to avoid a pause.
No, you don't get a pause.
I'm not saying the shape. I'm not saying if I would have said the best part of banana is the shape, that's a hard pause.
Facts.
But the texture of a banana, because it's solid, but it also is like, I mean.
Yeah, because a green banana tastes different than a brown banana or like a ripe banana.
Have you ever had a plantain thinking it was a banana?
Yes.
And you were just like, what have I done?
Like, this ain't that. I've cheated on my banana.
No. can't do this. All right. So that is kind of like a brief introduction to it. Best TV mom.
Ooh. And it doesn't have to be the one that's on the screen.
Oh, yeah. These are all just suggestions, by the way.
No,
so if you can think of one that's like, oh, she's not up there, but this is my favorite.
I just wanted to make sure you had her up there, which I knew you would. Claire Huxtable for me is...
Oh, 100%.
Claire Huxtable is... I'm still in love with Claire Huxtable to this day.
I've always... Claire Huxtable, I've always had a thing for it, but now, anytime she's on any other show, she always plays like the angry mother-in-law or whatever, and so now she kind of scares me, which actually...
I like that part.
kind of makes me like her a little bit more, but there's something about a woman that's a little scary.
It's good to know she has a dangerous side, because she was a lawyer on there and a mom.
Yeah.
And I've seen her as a killer granny. Like,
Yeah.
and I can say, I take her out. We can do some things.
Mrs. Huxtable. My goodness.
You only refer to her as Mrs. Huxtable.
Huxtable.
I gotta be respectful while I'm.
Yeah. She's like, that's not my actual name. Like, you're like, no.
It is.
Claire, please, let's not argue about this. Sam, what do you think?
I don't know. I see Tony Soprano's wife up there. I forget her name, but I think I'll
In
go.
real life, it's Falco. Edie Falco is her real life name, but never seen The Sopranos.
Oh,
so
really?
I have no idea. Yeah. Never. It's one of those shows that everybody's hyped up so much. I almost don't want to watch it because I'm just going to be disappointed.
That is a thing, for sure.
Like Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
When I finally gave in and watched it.
Speaking of the worst TV moms, the mom in Breaking Bad.
Oh, I hated her. Is that a thing? Does
Yeah.
like everyone. Okay. Yeah, I hated her.
She's the worst.
She's miserable.
Yeah, that's a tough show to watch because of her. I don't know if you've ever seen Breaking Bad.
Not at all. Not one piece of any part of Breaking Bad. People love it. I just avoid it.
Yeah, I avoid it because I did that. I did the same thing with Game of Thrones. People talked about how good it was for so long that I was like, no, I'm not doing. I just won't. I refuse.
Yeah. I won't walk down it. I won't.
Yeah. It's also, that's not really my thing anyway. Like,
Yeah, Game of Thrones. That's a niche thing, and I feel like a lot of people got really dorky when they're not really into that. You know what I mean?
well, it's just.
It's like, oh my gosh, I love Game of Thrones. I should watch like Lord of the Rings now.
By the way, since we've talked bad about Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, don't read the comments on this episode.
Oh, they gonna hate us.
I wake up 7 days a week to new comments that are like, you're fat, you're gay, you're retarded. Like that. And it's like, oh, cool, I'm so glad I'm doing this.
Yeah. I love putting myself out there.
We don't have any culture after this. They don't know.
Well, it's not my thing. I don't know, and I don't get it. And whatever. I don't know. I say best TV mom, the mom that I think that I would be like a good co-parent with is and it sounds fucked up now, but Roseanne.
Because she was fun as fuck.
She was real.
Yeah.
When they were like, I'm gonna run away, she would just like open the door and be like,
Please
well, there you go.
And
Go
take
ahead.
nothing with you. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Roseanne in the 80s, not Roseanne.
Yeah,
now.
no. Roseanne took when did you hear she put out a rap album?
Yeah, I saw one of the videos for it. It's just
She got a video for the...
dude, it's just her. I'm pretty sure she says the N-word in one of them.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. What the fuck is Peggy Bundy doing on there?
Peggy Bundy. I never understood. So the whole point of Married with Children is like that Al Bundy is like, he's supposed to be this like fat slob or whatever, and his wife's supposed to be annoying, and he's like, he constantly just like hates her. She is smoking hot, and she just always is like throwing herself at him, and he's like, ugh, boo, you whore. You know?
Yeah, he
It's
was
like,
just like, oh, this ain't shit.
I was like,
Everyone-
Peggy's kind of hot, man. Like we're
Yeah.
running around in leopard leggings all day. Like I would
Everyone at home's like, I'll take care of you. I'll treat you right.
Peggy had
know your
nothing to
worth.
fucking do all day. Like she
was
kind of an absentee mother. I'm just saying.
She wasn't a good. Yeah.
She wasn't a good mother. She was just present. She was really like a babysitter with bonbons.
She was just around.
Bonbon babysitter.
I don't know. I always liked the Malcolm in the Middle mom because she was always like this close to just losing it.
Yeah.
And that's the most realistic mom of like, I'm trying to keep it together, but I'm about to snap, you know?
That's everybody's mom at some point. Like that, she encompassed a lot of crazy.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine? I mean, every day, that whole show was just about like the dad was an idiot.
Yeah.
The 3 sons were like terrorists, you know? And she's just like, they'd be like, hey, Mom, we drove a car into a pool. And she'd be like, she's just kind of snapping a little bit.
That is so true. That is so like my mom at any moment. I mean, I wasn't that bad, but.
Oh, yeah. My wife holds it together so much better than I do. I freak out about the simplest things. Like, it could be like, hey, our kids have, like, a school choir concert tonight. And I'd be like, son of a bitch! You know? Like that. And she's the one that's like, it's okay. It's only 90 minutes. You don't have to stay for the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like, can I just watch this part? And then do our kids have any solos?
Do she let you leave early?
No.
I wish.
I can't leave early, but I don't know what it is about me, and my dad is the exact same way, that we have to be given like tasks. Like, hey, go find us a Diet Coke. You know, like if we're visiting someone in the hospital and there's a lot of sitting around waiting, you get about 90 seconds out of me, and then I'm like, okay, who wants something from the vending machine?
Yeah.
Who wants, I'm going to go get some ice chips. Anybody wants it? Like, I just go ride the elevator up and down.
Just
you know?
find something to keep you occupied.
Yeah, because I just can't just sit there. Like,
Just sitting still is a...
Like, trust me, nobody hopes that Paw is okay more than I am. Okay? But at the same time, I can't just sit here.
This room is small.
Yeah, I'm getting anxious. And everybody just wants to sit around and, like, swap
Stories.
banana pudding recipes and stuff. And it's like, I can't do this. I have to go. I'm sorry.
Those are the worst conversations. Them hospital waiting rooms, like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah. It's like, what are we waiting? It's like, we're all just kind of waiting to see if they die. You know? As soon as the doctor comes back with even just the slightest positive, like, hey, we managed to get their heart rate down a little bit. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'll see y'all at Christmas.
I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah. If things head the other direction, give me a call, and I'll be around.
That's how you know you really don't like your family.
No, it has nothing to do with liking them. It's just like, I don't know. My wife has this thing where it's like if someone in her family gets sick or goes to the hospital, like she wants to go and like camp out in the waiting room and be there. Like she's like, well, what if something happens? I'm like, you're not a doctor. What if something happens?
That's my biggest thing. Like I can't do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can't help. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. Like if I was a registered nurse or a oncology doctor, where it's like, yeah, I could help solve this problem. It's like, I mean,
They're like camping out like it's Black Friday, but the only thing you get sooner is the information that your relative has passed.
And then, for me being there, I hate to see certain stuff. Like I hate to see that one person that goes in and sees which nurses are there. So you mean Carolyn was here today? What time did she leave? Who the fuck are you? You're not getting paid for this. Like,
there's so many, and then there's some people that they end up spending so many days in a row at the hospital that they end up like they feel like they have certain privileges.
Yeah.
You know, where like they just start going behind like the nurse's desk and they're like, hey, that's okay. Glenda said I could be back here, and it's like, no, you can't. Like, what are you doing?
Getting toiletries you're not supposed to have.
I want to be, like, this is my level of involvement. I want to be in the family group text that lets everybody know how they're doing. I'm going to put it on silent mode But I'll check, like twice a day. You'd be like, oh, no updates.
Unless it is your kid or your wife, you are not camping there. Either.
Yeah, as soon as you start sending me pictures of them from the bed, from the hospital bed, or like that picture where they're like holding hands with the, and I'm like, all right, well, what are we doing?
I will block you. Family or not, I want you to know, I will block you. Don't send me that last ashy ass hand with the rolls and shit on it. Like, oh, I love you forever. Nah, motherfucker, get a better picture. Don't send me that as the going away picture.
It's not how I want to remember them as.
Put that on the shirt, the hands and shit, like we remember you. Nah, fuck out.
The only thing I look at is like, was there dirt under the nails? It's like, maybe that's why you died. Yeah.
You ain't clipped them in like a year.
Yeah. Huh, I didn't know you don't need to put grandma's raptor claws on.
Get her a manicure. You know what I'm saying?
Clip. I know somebody has nail clippers in their purse. Yeah. One of you has.
Facts.
All right, what's the best way to tell if someone's a bad person? We've got littering, abandoning your shopping cart in the parking lot, drinking while pregnant, anything else you can think of that.
Domestic acts of terrorism.
I actually, when I Googled this, I just Googled bad people and then hit images in Google, and it gave me a picture of a school shooter. And I was like, that's one.
That's one.
Yeah.
You know what? The middle picture triggered me because my first job was a cart boy. At Snooks. Listen, fuck everybody that don't put that cart back. If you don't put that cart back, you a selfish son of a bitch. People that put it right next to their car and then just leave, fuck you.
Dude, I put my cart in the cart thing one time, and it rolled out and hit someone else's car, and I just bailed.
That's all.
That's
a great way to tell someone's a bad person.
He was just speaking to you, just so you know.
Like,
I put it in there. I did my job, but then it rolled back out.
I will remember license plates and like when you came back, I may or may not have had an accident with a Leary cart. You know, that bad wheel cart.
It's so funny.
I'm gonna get my lick back.
You follow people home and you just like put the cart in their driveway. Every day they wake up, they're like,
I leave cart pieces. You know what I'm saying? A cart wheel here and there, the basket part. To let you know, I know what the fuck you did last weekend.
I saw you leave without putting your
on that random Thursday, bitch.
So when I put drinking while pregnant while on here. The number of women that I've had come on this podcast that are like, well, actually, the doctors say that you're allowed to have a glass of wine or two. And I'm like,
where are your kids now?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like,
did it work?
You know, let me guess, your kids aren't top of the class.
Yeah. Like, you got the valedictorians.
That is true. They might say, like, yeah, you can have one small glass of red wine or whatever. But I'm talking about the women that are like guzzling half a bottle, you know? And it's like,
You had a problem before you were pregnant.
Actually, drinking this much wine is how you got pregnant.
Yeah.
So
you ever seen someone smoke?
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's the worst. That's the fucking
that bothers me more than the drinking, I think. Both of them, not good, but...
I'm not gonna lie, I saw a pregnant woman dipping one time.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I mean, I kind of get it. You gotta get that fit. And I mean, they say the smoke is the best. Maybe like.
Well, you're not supposed to do patches either.
You're not supposed to do.
You can't even fucking eat fish.
Most medications and stuff. Like that. It's like.
But the wine is cool.
Yeah,
but wine is cool. Was the doctor drunk when they told you? The
doctor's like, yeah, everybody likes other wine. Which endangered animal do you think would taste the best?
Ooh. Endangered animal?
We got pretty wide variety.
Are butterflies endangered?
I guess that one is. I don't know. I Googled endangered animal and it gave me this grid of 10 animals. So,
dude, I think panda meat.
I think panda meat would be real tender.
Real tender, oh yeah.
Real nice, because they don't do shit all day except eat bamboo.
Yeah. It'd be kind of healthy.
Would it? I think it would definitely be fatty, like high fat.
You think Panda would be healthy?
The same way that steak is healthy, you know?
Okay, I can see that.
Do you think it's like Szechuan flavor?
Okay.
No, too bad. It comes in orange sauce.
Yeah. Ooh, this is actually really good. This is what they meant by Panda Express.
Okay.
I'm thinking that what's that, silverback?
No, you can't.
No. I think that's gonna be tough. I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be like jerky. Like that. How did you kill it?
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be too tough. They're too muscular.
Yeah.
Too strong. It's
just so swole. No.
You would just be gnawing at it for forever.
2 weeks later.
You'd have to smoke it for 2 weeks.
I'm thinking. I'm gonna go with the tiger.
Tiger. Okay. I bet that has some type of weird
Gamey taste.
Well, I was gonna say like, I don't know, aphrodisiac powers or something. Some type of like
The eye of the tiger ignites in you. You're like, honey, we're going out for tiger tonight.
Tiger.
Put on the black dress. I just had a tiger ribeye.
Because I don't think polar bear tastes good.
No.
Penguin probably stink no matter how you feel. I just think penguins stink. Like
going to the zoo, going to the penguin house, and you walk in and you're just like, ugh.
Like, how do you smell like this? Like, what the fuck do them igloos smelling like?
How do you smell bad in the cold?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, if that's how it tastes.
Plus, I mean, but I don't know. Rotisserie penguin, I try it. I try it with a little.
They have them at Costco now.
Rotisserie penguin.
They come in a bag.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do. I don't know. I couldn't do this turtle. I'd try it. I'd try it. I think it would be probably pretty tender.
I'm too tied in with Leonardo.
Yeah.
If it was a turtle, I think you different, man.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with it.
Have you ever seen those videos where they have like a turtle, and then like it cuts and they're like peeling the turtle apart to make soup, and you're like, what the fuck?
I love those videos. It's like they start off by like scrubbing the animal. They're giving it a bath, and then all of a sudden in the background you see, it's just a big knife comes down, and then it's like just turtle bones.
You see that fire burn in the background. It's like, he's cleaning up this turtle for a good night. Y'all about to have a good time.
Why are they washing it in that pot with?
Oh no!
Next thing you know, they're scraping like scales and fur off. You're like, oh god! Oh.
The inner child me just cringes. I'll be like, Leonardo.
I saw one of those when it was with like a horse head.
Jesus.
Whatever, I was like, oh.
And she was eating everything in that fucking horse head.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I watched it like 3 times.
By the end of it, you're like, I mean, I'd try it.
Yeah. She made it look tasty. I mean, she smoked that horse head. Like, smoked horse head is crazy.
Smoked horse head. When was the last time you had a smoked horse head? Best product slogan. Best product slogan. So we got like Nike, just do it. Adidas, impossible is nothing. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Is there one that sticks out as being like?
Is that really Apple's slogan? Think different.
It was for a while.
What's it now?
Fucking buy it. Like,
it's her, bitch.
Don't question it, just buy it.
Get in line. New update. Let's go. This is not included. Buy it.
Impossible is not. I didn't even know these were slogans.
I
don't know how old these are. Some of them feel like they're
because that FedEx one is a fucking lie.
Which one is that one?
When it absolutely, positively has to be there overnight. Bullshit. Bullshit.
I don't trust FedEx.
When it absolutely, positively has to be there overnight, it's an extra $95.
Yeah. Stop fucking lying to me, man.
Yeah, and if you got it to us after 2:30, it's not gonna happen.
That KFC one didn't really.
My all-time favorite, that's the Power of Pine Sol, baby.
That lady is welcome to any fucking
So as a dad, one of my all-time favorite things is when we're driving in the car is to lock the windows and then you just rip a fart and wait for someone to smell, and they're like, "Ugh, gross."
That's
and
pine sol, baby.
You turn around and, that's the power of pine sol, baby.
Jesus.
That makes me so happy, just on like just a deep dad level.
Maybe it's Maybelline. That's a good one.
There was one.
And that was disrespectful. That was like, I kind of always like that one. Maybe she's born with it. No. Maybe that's Maybelline. She ain't got it.
She does not have, I never thought about it like that.
It was like, no, bitch. Maybe it's Maybelline.
It's not you.
Yeah. Why do our eyes go like that?
Why are her cheeks and her neck two different colors? A multi-flavored person, right? Fuck is going on?
She's two-toned?
That's my biggest thing. That's my biggest thing. Why I hate makeup so much, like because of the two-tonedness. Like,
Yeah.
you will see a picture of a person and it's like, oh, it's hues of you.
It's always the girls that like went into like cosmetology too that have it like that.
Yeah, they didn't know how to blend it. Like,
Yeah.
it just looks like they've got like a weird like chin strap of makeup.
I look at dudes that spray paint their hairlines the same way too.
Oh, yeah.
People do that.
I'm on fuck yeah, they do. It's a bunch of fake hairlines out here. For all you Beijing users, fuck yeah. I have as a bald man, it's crazy, but I watch a lot of barber videos. Like, I like to see a good fucking haircut. I like to see a good crisp line, all that.
I obviously don't.
It's different, you know. But to see them at the end of it, just throw arts and crafts on a fucking head. You see, Google. I'll send y'all some.
Yeah, send me some.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I get it. You probably don't see these black barbers doing spray paints and shit. But
okay,
it's
all
a
right.
Picasso piece.
That's a good question. That's a good another one. What's the best length of time for a haircut? Best length of time for a haircut, because it is, yes, when you go into a barbershop and they're taking their time and like doing a good job, there's no better feeling in the world. But at some point, it's like, I got to get back to my day. You know what I mean?
See, I can't put a time on it because it really goes with how long have you known that barber?
Yeah, okay.
Because the length of knowing them, that conversation could get too fucking long. Like, I got a barber that cuts all of me and my uncles, and he's known me since I was a kid. Dog, these conversations get real fucking long. I don't have no hair. Like, why am I still here?
Yeah.
That's why I like going to ladies, because it's just like quick gossip. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, that's cool. And then I'm done.
The place I go to now, it honestly takes 10 to 12 minutes. And that's, they do like a free like shampoo afterwards, and then they like, this is the real reason I go, is because they do like a scalp massage.
Yeah.
And that's just like, it feels nice. That's why I go, because it's probably $15 more expensive than if I would go to like Supercuts or Great Clips or something like that. But I go just for like the brief massage at the end, but I want to be out of there.
Yeah.
I went to a barbershop one time and they were like, be there, like, so the appointment's at 10:30. You get there at 10:30, he's still working on the guy in front of you. That takes an extra 20 minutes. Then you sit down, and then it's like an hour and a half in the chair, and it's like, man, I didn't set aside 3 hours for this haircut. Like, I got stuff to do. Like I enjoy hanging out, and this is fun, but I gotta go.
Yeah.
You
gotta set like a podcast amount of time to get a haircut.
Yeah. When the timer goes off, you're just like, all right, well, let's just wrap it up. We'll see you next week, man.
So you like the shampooing on the head afterwards? Have you ever had your beard?
Yeah.
That's a different relationship. Like, I feel like we're connecting at a different level now. You done put this steam on my beard.
There was one time where there was this girl, and she was old. She was a Claire Huxtable.
Be
you know
smart.
what I mean?
Be smart. Be
You know what I mean?
wise.
She was like, but she started like rubbing like oils into my beard, and I was like, I'm gonna be honest. if you keep going, I'm gonna have to tell my wife about this because like I don't think I've had anybody pay this much attention to me, and I've been married 12 years.
Yeah.
So it's like I think I really appreciate it, but I think we gotta move it on. We gotta get to the next person.
How often do you guys get your haircuts?
Like 2 weeks, every 2 weeks.
It depends if I want to go in there for that hour-long conversation. I'm a once a month. I'll go once a month. Other than that, like I shake myself up sometimes, but when I want to go in there and hear some ignorant shit, I'm going to the fucking barbershop.
That is a big difference though, because if I walked into a white barbershop and a dude was talking to everybody, we'd be like, shut the fuck up. Who are you? Like, get in, sit down, tell them what you want, and get out. Stop holding this up. But you go into a black barbershop and it's like, you're going to leave with new friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
like,
have to. People
you're going to
know.
know things, who drives what, who's having sex with who. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I just can't dedicate time to it, you know?
That's fair. Dude, I literally just got my haircut, and I do it right at the end of winter every year. So I get my hair probably cut once a year. I mean, you saw how long my hair was for a while.
Yeah.
Hey man, fuck you, dog. People with hair always want to show up. I just get a cut once a year.
Well, everyone's always like, yeah, I'm in there like every 2-3 weeks. I'm like, I barely have a relationship with the girl who cuts my hair.
You walk in, they're like, we thought you died.
I look like it, don't I? Get it trimmed up.
So since I'm losing my hair and I'm going bald, like I've got the like cul-de-sac developing in the back, you know, and like it's thinning out through here. I have to stay on top of it to make sure it looks good. Because if I go too long, you really start to see like,
yeah.
But for whatever reason, keeping it at like a short-ish makes it look like there's more there.
It just looks like a nice buzz cut.
Yeah, so when you come in with this big curly mop or whatever, and it's like, dude, I would kill for those lines.
That's why I watch the barber videos, because I'll be like, I miss it. That shit was so fun.
Those were the days.
That's funny. You show up now, and they're like, get out. I'm sorry. Well, now my mouse isn't. Hold on. There we go. Well, hold on. Let's skip past that. Best on-screen death.
The Monty Python one.
Yeah. With the killer rabbit.
Yeah.
Why is G Baby a good dad?
Hey, that one.
I cried
to
this day. Like
that was one of the most traumatic moments of like my young childhood. G Baby, just catching a stray, and then you hear about how he hit a home run, and you're like,
not G Baby.
Not cheap. No. Well, I remember when the camera like pans over and you just see the little red spot, and you're like, no, not G Baby, no, G Baby.
I'm gonna like take Keanu. Take the fucking coat. Can't get another G Baby.
It's fucked up to call it the best.
It just depends on how you determine the best. It could be like the one that you were the happiest to see. Could be the one that made you the saddest. Could be the one that made you laugh the hardest. Like, there's some great deaths out there.
It is some great deaths out there. Now that you mention it.
Did you ever watch the Red Dawn remake? It's got Chris Hemsworth in it. And he's like the star, right? And that, spoiler alert, but they go out and they like do this mission where they like attack a whole bunch of Russians. And then there's a part where he's like, this girl is giving him the like come get me eyes. So he like walks out of a room and he's about to go into her room and then just bullet to the head and he drops and it like thud on the ground. And it's supposed to be this like dramatic like oh shit moment, but the way his body just like just drops, it's so funny. Like,
I think the funniest on-screen death, now that you say that, You ever seen Burn After Reading?
Yes.
Like Brad Pitt, George Clooney. The scene where Brad Pitt accidentally scares George Clooney and then he just blows his head off. It's one of the funniest scenes I think I've ever seen in a Coen Brothers movie.
Have you ever seen Samuel Jackson's death in Deep Blue Sea?
No.
Oh my God.
Have you seen it?
God. Yes.
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 It's so
that
good.
motherfucker jumped up.
They're in like an underwater like lab or whatever that for whatever reason has like an open like pool that just leads to the ocean, and Samuel L. Jackson's giving a speech about like, we're gonna get it together and we're gonna make it to the surface and we're gonna, and a shark just grabs it. He's just gone.
This in the middle of the fucking speech. He hyping them up. I was like, damn, we gonna make it out this motherfucker.
Is it supposed to be a comedy movie?
No.
It's just funny. Yeah.
It's just
You've never seen Deep Blue Sea?
I've never seen it. No, yeah, I'll
that
watch
was
it.
I don't want to. Spoiler alert. One of the first.
All
movies,
these are spoilers.
it's a 25-year-old movie.
Yeah, one of the first movies where a black man survived. You know what I'm saying? A scary movie.
Shout
Samuel
out
did
LL
not.
Cool J.
Shout out LL Cool J. And
Hello, Cool J's in
to
it.
make it even
LL Cool
funnier,
J's in it.
do you remember the music video that went with it? Deep as blue as my head is like a Sharks fan. If you ever want to just take your time. Anyways, my best on-screen death, Johnny Tapia. From what was that? Bad Boys 2.
Okay.
The way he died, just the headshot, then the body getting blown up and all this shit. I was like, okay, I like that. That was real.
Yeah. That's the end, right?
Yeah,
Where they're
that's
in the
the end.
minefield and like Will Smith does like the diving.
Yeah, that extra ass
yeah.
shit that would never really happen. You know?
Yeah, it just hits him perfectly, and then he falls on the
Yeah,
yeah,
they just-
that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one a lot.
But
Oh,
G-Baby up there, you fucked me up with that one. I'm going to go home and watch that again.
Another one that got me. Do you remember the movie Mighty Joe Young? About the giant gorilla. It wasn't King Kong. It was like another different giant gorilla. I remember the gorilla dying and just being like, with my grandmother and being like, Joe's going to be okay, right, Grandma? Is Joe going to be all right? What's wrong with Joe? Why isn't he moving? Grandma.
I was mad it took him that long to take him down. I'm like, come on, dog.
Two very different. And then somebody, you're like, wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Get him out of there.
That's a good one.
Oh, another great one. I just thought of this. Joe Pesci in Goodfellas.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, when he
yes.
walks in and he goes,
Motherfucker.
yeah.
Amazing.
I like that. Yeah, that's a. There's so many good ones. Like the more you think about it, the more you're like.
Or even like Pulp Fiction, where where John Travolta accidentally blows the dude's
Yeah,
head off in the
next scene. What? Do they speak? What language do they speak? My favorite part is when he's in the Boondocks and he redoes that scene.
Oh yeah,
like word for word.
He's
They speak English and what?
Dude.
Oh, man. Fucking G.
That's okay. Best comedy movie of the early 2000s. There's so many. The more you think about it, the more you're like,
Yeah.
damn. There's so many of them. Like,
God damn.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
and
dude, yes.
Super Bad. Well, that's on there. But there's so many of them that the more I think about it, every week I'm like, what about this one?
Tropic Thunder is just like one of the funniest movies, I think.
The Robert Downey Jr. character, just. The fucking levels to that character was just crazy, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that. You said it, and then I was like,
That's what stands out for that. Like Robert Downey Jr. in blackface is fucking crazy. In the early 2000s, it's crazy.
And then next year he was Iron Man.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was like, oh, that's Illuminati shit. That's what they be talking about with the Illuminati. Okay, cool.
You know what? You know what's crazy is that they predicted. So like in Tropic Thunder, there's the rapper Al Pacino.
Yeah.
And his big song is "I love the pussy, hell yeah, I love the pussy," and then but he's secretly gay.
Yeah.
And it's like they predicted that shit. You know what I mean? Like, how many rappers now had songs 20 years ago that were like,
well, like Tyler,
I get all the bitches, I get all the money, and then it's like, now it's coming out. It's like, oh, do you?
Yeah, Tyler the Creator around that time, he was like super vulgar and he would like say all these slurs, and then it came out that he was.
Well, he never really hit. I don't feel like he was pretty over. He was like, yeah.
Tyler been open with it, like
yeah,
he just
like
said
came out
wild
with
ass
it.
shit and was like, yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, well.
Well, I don't think he came out until like his like third or fourth album.
Really? I thought it was pretty early.
But if you listen to some of that early shit, you be like, I can see it.
That's a little sus.
But I think I don't know. Next Friday, I don't know. Maybe for me, I watched it 1,000 times. I don't think nothing gets better than that for me personally. It's the side jokes in that movie.
It's hard to beat. Some of these movies, they stand up so.
Yeah, because Superbad was nuts. Fucking nuts.
Superbad. I will quote Superbad probably twice a week. Something will come up and I'll just.
Oh, dude, fucking Step Brothers.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's a good
that was
one.
right about that time.
Step Brothers, Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that way every time as a comedian. You know, to be like, come up, let's take pictures. I don't know what the fuck to do with my hands. Like, seriously.
I can't tell you. So every time I do a Smokes and Jokes show, and they're like afterwards, and everybody's like, let's take a picture. It's just me going like.
You don't even have anyone around.
Everybody's like,
everybody got their.
I'm like, I don't know what to. I'm like, I don't. Just like, I had fun tonight. Like,
if anybody
Good
was
show.
to go through and look at all my pictures, like I'm extra awkward. I don't know what to do. I'm looking at other people's hand gestures, so I don't use the same one because I'm copying somebody's hand gesture. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I have to ask, and nothing makes you feel dumber than when you have to ask this. But when you're taking a group photo, I will stop and be like, are we smiling or not smiling? Because there's nothing worse than everybody like striking like a serious pose, and I'm
you don't
like,
want to
You're cheesing.
hi, like, and like, who invited him? It's like, I'm just trying. I can't stand that. And I don't understand. I never learned how to do that. I never learned how to like be cool on camera and promote. Like, I see people that film stuff and it's so natural, and they're like, what's up? We got a show this weekend. Come out. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to be, this person's going to be there. This person's going to be, and I'll be like,
You don't know what take that was, though.
thanks for coming.
True,
Yeah.
but
No, like I've watched people record, and it's like they're just natural.
Oh, I
and
gotcha.
then like, like, and then they'll like throw to me, and I'm just like, and I'll also be there.
I will be there as well.
yeah, it's like, they be like, let's do a promo video. I'll be like, you don't want me for that. Yeah. I don't know if I'm the one.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be there.
You talked about LL Cool J's music video for Deep Blue Sea. That's a good, what's a best music video? Which one do you think you've seen the most times?
Just any era.
I mean, yeah. I mean, narrow which one. I can tell you right now that go type in, get a YouTube, type in "Crazy in Love" by Beyonce. However many views that has, I was half of them. As a suburban white kid from Southeast Missouri, when that dropped, and it was just.
That was a good song. I mean, that was a great song.
The last song I would have ever thought of.
There was a couple parts. Oh man, I could probably draw them for you. Like I've seen them, so it was just burn a.
You telling me?
That was a formative experience for me. That
I don't know how much that killed Charles.
or Survivor by Destiny's Child. Camouflage bikinis on the beach, and I was like,
I got some camouflage pants, and like that's all I kept thinking in my head was that Survivor song. Now that you said it, that's just fucking me up. But before we get off of this one, because it just hit me when you said Beyonce. One of the best comedy movies that is not really spoken of a lot, Austin Powers. Austin Powers, like I've watched them all. Like, dog, Gold member.
Gold member.
Oh, the pennies you who gold. Fat bastard.
The fact that he eats his skin flakes. He like peels it off. He's like, save me from myself. And he has to put it in a box.
I ate a baby. And then he had bottles and shit.
That's such a good one.
The Daddy Wasn't There song is like what I will sing that song anywhere. Like, Daddy wasn't there
to take me to the fair.
Change my underwear. Daddy wasn't there, P.
There's that scene where they're in like they got a car chase in Tokyo, and they've got the parade float is a giant lizard, and they're driving around, and that guy goes, "Run, everybody, run! It's Godzilla!" And the guy goes, "Actually, due to copyright law, we can't say that. No, we should run like it is Godzilla anyway." Like, there's so many little things in that movie.
The names like Felicity Shagwell.
A lot of vagina.
A lot of
It's like, that's not even like a good. Like,
Dude, I gotta rewatch these movies now. I haven't seen them so fucking long.
Dude, I can't stop watching the Austin Powers collection. Like, it's fucking amazing, dog.
Because there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah. And you said Beyonce, she was in Gold member, so like, and she
Foxy Cleopatra.
Foxy Cleopatra, like.
One of my all-time favorite parts is they sneak onto like a submarine or something like that, and they're both just like drenched, and she's like, "Hold on, let me change real quick," and she's just like that, and then it's just like she's just full throat, like it's just like perfectly dry.
She got a little aura around.
Yeah. Oof. Beyonce.
Yes, Lord.
Plug social media again, or in the upcoming show.
Yep. You want me to go first?
Go ahead, Sam. You got it.
All right. I got a few things to plug. My Instagram is _SamVining_. And then March 18th, I'll be doing Bad Advice at Platypus. That's Josie Rodriguez's show. And then March 21st, I'm going to be doing the Munzer Art Foundation show over on Chippewa. And then the show that we're promoting will be on March 29th. It'll be at Mack's Bar and Grill. And, should be a fun time.
Fun.
You sure that Munzer show ain't on Cherokee?
Yeah, Cherokee, not Chippewa.
Not
Did I say Chippewa?
You definitely said Chippewa. You gonna
My
send
bad.
people somewhere else. I like that spot. You can find me at Get These Jokes on all platforms. Wing It Wednesday at Too Much Sauce every Wednesday. Come down, check us out for the open mic.
Down there on Delmar.
5247 Delmar. What else I got going on? 420. I got Munchie Fest. I'm hosting a comedy show on that day. I got the show with Sam and Eric. And Teal. Don't forget about Teal.
Yeah,
Don't forget about Teal Pierce.
Can't forget about the headliner. That's the 22nd. At where again?
Mack's Bar and Grill.
Mack's Bar and Grill's where again?
5513 Pershing Avenue.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what's going on. Other than
I'm glad he knows it because I don't.
I did.
It's on the poster if you guys. Just look at the. Dude, it's like right down the street from Too Much Sauce.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Like I'm not on the show.
He's on the show.
He does a drive by before he finds. He's like, I know where it is now.
I really do that. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. I really do.
All right. The last thing I ask everybody when they come on the podcast is, what's the best way to fix this? Any way to change it, make it more fun, make it easier to watch, listen to, whatever. You got something to say, Sam?
Dude, just make the chairs fit a little bit better.
Man, I have
This is my first time here since the couch setup.
So many different ways. And literally everything is just me. Like,
Every time you do something new to try and like vamp it up, everyone's like, "No, this sucks."
yes. Every time I try to fix it, every time I do something different.
That's what I want you to stop doing. Stop fixing it.
Stop fixing it.
Just stop.
I want to go back to the patio furniture. That was the most comfortable. The chairs and the couch, and
I like the chairs and the couch.
I liked it too. And then everybody was like, "No, it makes me look fat." And I'm like, "No, you're just fat."
That's
Like,
all. That's all. That's it.
This is too much like an office space. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in a cubicle right now.
Well, sorry.
I don't care. Thanks for having me on, Eric.
With your bourgeois podcast. It's something else.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah. Let me. What other podcast sets have you been in?
You know what I'm saying? How many podcast sets have you built? You know what I'm saying?
At least you're doing something.
That's the story about that. That'll be my autobiography.
At least you're doing something.
I tried to do something.
That'll be your epitaph.
I was just trying to do something. That's on my tombstone.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us, for joining me. I appreciate it. And to everybody at home, we'll see you next week.